Welcome back to Into the Breach. It's time for the secret squad. As you can see, we cannot bring Mafan anymore, so we'll have to say goodbye to him. And we have no achievements, just a very cool looking mech, which are actually cyborg mech. So let's start. And let's see this squad in action. This is the reward for 100% completion, so no boring text box, just a cool reward which closer to a mod than something that a AAA game would do. We have weird weapons, so the Techno Beetles is more like a brute, the Scarab here is more of artillery, and the Hornet is a cross between science and a prime. So he has he's flying and ability to push like any science, but it also deals 1 damage. We can upgrade both range and damage. Instead, the Techno Beetles can ram targets. So I could escape like this if I wanted. The Techno Scarab instead, well, can do a weapon initially does the same as the first artillery, but then we'll be able to upgrade it for an extra tile, which looks weird, and +2 damage. Instead, as you can see, we have Taxetil, Sakran, and Xklacht, in which we don't have normal pilots. These mechs are considered to have their own integrated pilot, and also their own integrated, also their own weapon. So if we want to equip any mech weapon that we find, we need to spend 1 extra core because it's their own. They have their own class, the cyborg class. And yeah, you can see just a recoloring, but very cool one. And they don't have much HP. This one will get on fire. Actually, should have pushed before. I can do like this. And I could block, but I could actually kill. So they still get XP, but normal pilots cannot be equipped. Loses 25 XP when the unit is disabled, so we lose a level. We can upgrade their own cyborg pilot, but we cannot swap them. So they're just a bunch of random names, alien looking names. And like to push it here so it get on fire and block, but I cannot. Yes, I can block here, and I will get damage. Great. Oh well. So I can still pick up pods, but we'll see. We'll see that the pilots are completely useless to us because they need the cyborg pilot. So they're very cool reward that changes things. But yeah, we cannot. We have less freedom with this squad. So who needs should get more XP. I'll focus on the last one, the Beetle and the Scarab. So let's keep on drowning and repair. Yeah, we are good. And this is the secret scope. We get just a reactor core. Going to use it now. We can add smoke, range and damage, or +1 tile. +1 tile is, yeah, it's weird. I'm not sure if sometimes could get more annoying than other. I'll add smoke. So no pilots, no special pilots. We cannot remove it. So yeah, we cannot start with the upgraded pilot. We lost Mafan. And the cyborg class weapons. We can actually swap them around if we want. Not that it makes much sense, since this one has more mobility, so needle shot, close range. Instead, Xlat has less mobility, and so perfect for an artillery weapon. Do not kill the volatile Vec. Yeah, that's hard, but let's try. We did a lot of defended trains. So let's try with this squad. Since we are only in the first island, we can still make it. So I'm going to stay here, hoping that someone targets me. One of the two fireflies. No, they won't. This is not a good spot for us. But yeah, because of the blob scion is basically blocking me. It's a very good move, but we could kill. Yeah, coming right here. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Also, yeah, I wanted both of them to come here. So actually, I can do it like this. So the artillery weapon from the beginning, from the Rift Walkers, is very good. So you can see that already dealt 1 damage, and move this away so I can just kill it. Actually, I'm going to kill with this. So I'm going to keep the XP on. I'm going to focus the XP on 1 pilot or 2, so that we can. So I could block, but I'm going to, since we have just 1. I'm going to stay here and try to avoid Vec coming this way. Yeah, perfect. Attacking me. And yeah, I'm going to keep one of the Vec without XP, because in case I need to sacrifice it, I'd lose it anyway. So for now we can still absorb. Or we can actually, yeah, can make it block, but I need to stay here to defend it. So I think I'm going to add some extra XP here. And just absorb the damage. Could have also used the smoke. Yeah, bumping effective. We have a limited damage output for now. Hopefully we can find more cores. And so now I'm a bit stuck. But I can absorb it actually. Let's just deal with them like this. I'm fine. My main goal is be not to take damage to the building and do 30k run with the secret squad, which is quite challenging because we get less options, less upgrade options, no upgraded pilot, it's harder to put on new weapons. Actually, I'm going to use their weapons as much as possible, since we don't get a chance to use the cyborg class. I don't think they appear on the other runs. I may be wrong though. Defend the tanks, do not kill volatile back. Well, I'll go for the extra star. Hopefully it won't come back to bite me. Here. So yeah, the artillery on the back. A free row. So we can move, since we are just 3 movement, 4 and 3. So I have 3 movements with him, but yeah, this one is flying and this one can go through the whole map. So Scarab is the limited one, but I can already kill this. And hopefully the Vec that comes out will target me. Then I will add 1 extra damage and push it away. Yeah, I could have killed with a bomb. Need to stay in position for the next wave. Yeah. So this one is luckily attacking me, but I would get on fire, so yeah, it's not so good to stand on a forest. There's actually an unused weapon, which passive, which made a forest spawn every time a Vec died, which is interesting idea. So clearly not doesn't really fit with the final version of the game. They were experimenting some weird stuff. So now I need to move this one. So I will get the tanks to help us soon. So I'm going to push this away. It's far enough. Just 3 movement, so I cannot attack anyone. Actually, could web me next turn. That's not great. But I can bump and push. And yeah, do like this. Then with the tanks we should be able to deal with all these. Let's see. Yes, this one is attacking the tank, but they can now move. And yeah, the webbing looks weird, but yeah, still effective. Webbing a hornet. And I could get just some bumps. I'd like to kill the blood scion. I'm just going to deal some damage to the Alpha Vec. I will be able to almost kill it, but not enough. Do like this, actually. So I can reach and bump, but it's not enough. I can free this one though. Get an extra bump and can I kill it? Yeah, so using both of them I can kill it, but yeah, didn't want the oh well. So I wanted the XP to go to the beetle because yeah, it's close to the level up. I need to get rid of the alpha vec, now we should be fine. And this DXP will go. Oh, will be shared. And actually I'm not fine. So I need to get rid of this one. Yeah. You get to level up? Yes. And we got HP, so that's good. Though probably not on him. Yeah, it would be good on one of the other two vec. So yeah, unfortunately we cannot change like the others. So yeah, this squad is quite harder. It's a good thing. You can only get at the end when you've mastered the base game. We need one extra mission, 7 enemies. I don't think we can do it. Can defend the artillery support. Could add destroy the dam. Yeah, we can get one extra power grid, so I'm going to do this one. Artillery support is here. I stay closer to convince the vec to stay. This zone. Because if they leave, if they come here, I can't do much. Yeah. Utility has just one movement, and I can actually. This is a bit of trouble. They are all in line, so I cannot even push them, and they will die. So the XHP comes in handy to block. But can I do? Let's see. Psion is not easy to deal with. Can I do something? So I can deal 2 damage. Yeah, I need to block. So yeah, I cannot reach this side. Need to block damage, unfortunately. Need to take damage myself to free them, so yeah, I could actually add smoke. So either I could add smoke or I can block it like this. So if I add smoke, yeah, it will run away, and maybe it's best to take some damage. And hopefully next turn. Actually, I could not have attacked this way because yeah, I need to block. Still need to block. So yeah, I should have put my mech this side. Now I have these two. And this one is almost dead. So I need 6. This one has 5, I believe. And can I do like this? Then use it. Actually, they can both push damage. Stay in the middle, and maybe repair. Yeah. So yeah, again the webbing. I cannot do this. Can just push this away. Can do it like this. Or I can just get the level up, upgrade defense. Not great. But again, we cannot donate pilots that with great defense, so what we get, we get. Can I wanted to make this block. Yeah, I can take on damage. And actually, I could kill it, but yeah, let's kill it. So I got 4 back next turn. Should be fine. We are close enough. Yeah, not really. So yeah, I was hoping for something like that. But yeah, not enough, so I get burned, but I will survive. I can do this though. And yeah, if I repair, I should be fine. Or I could push into smoke. Yeah, so let's repair. Do like this. And just push it away. So in archive, get a lot of help to level up, but we got great defense, unfortunately. Now the second level, as usual, it's 50 XP, so it'll be a while. But yeah, all things considered, not too bad. So more thanks to the island between drowning and the help from the old machines, we got pretty good as XP is concerned. But yeah, I need to bait the leader into attacking an empty column because it'll be a while. So yeah, that's not what I wanted to see. So the fact that they are close to each other means that I cannot push. I cannot push one on the other column, so I could do it with some extra work. And yeah, I cannot reach here. I cannot even go, so I cannot attack this tile to push the Firefly leader here, even if I wanted, though it would be perfect. So it would be perfect to push the Alpha Firefly back, for the leader here, but yeah, I'm too far away. So what I can do is try to drown one of these two, but yeah, I need to get rid of this one. So can get on fire and push the leader away. Or I could deal double damage. Then this tile will get on fire. Yeah, don't have many options. This tile is the one that I need to attack. They both, yeah, they all target this one. So I could block. Yeah, I cannot reach this tile. So if without this one, I could, yeah, I could attack like this to block. Yeah. So what I can do is push, get this one on fire, but then I will take 3 damage. Not ideal. Can do the opposite. So let's try. Actually, not here because it will get on fire. So what can the beetle do? Cannot stay here, will die. Yeah, the order. I'm afraid I need to go here. So if I stay there, I'll get on fire, so I cannot absorb damage. But yeah, need to think more about positioning these mech. And now that I can push this away, but still not sure what to do with the beetle leader. I think I'm just going to block at this point. So yeah. Not a great start. Like this. Just 1 HP. Though we don't need to worry about pilots dying. So yeah, they will lose. When a pilot dies, to lose all its XP, of course, but to 0. Instead, here we lose just 1 level. So yeah. I don't think it will reroll, so if we lose, I guess we get great defense anyway. It will make sense to be able to kill them on purpose and then reroll. We could test that if it goes bad, yeah. So I went too far away because positioning here, and now I cannot target this tile, which would be perfect. So what I can do, again they're both one the other, but this time I can push this one into water, so that's good at least. Yeah, and then actually I could use smoke and keep blocking, so I could, yeah, smoke and keep blocking like this if I wanted. Yeah, need to drown first. And then this one needs to go here. And now I can either smoke and keep blocking or push this away. So we have 1, 2, 3, 2 more. Yeah, I think I need to keep blocking. Once more. And yeah, we have a bit of fire, so the Vec will not go on top, but yeah, I did not want to see the Psion. That would be very tough to, yeah, we don't have so much damage. We needed the 2 Fireflies to stay on the same line to kill one or the other. Of course we cannot drown the leader. And if I do like this, I will be dead. So need to focus on saving what I can. I cannot smoke it like before, but I can push him into smoke. So we are fine. But yeah, it's going to regenerate, so it will be impossible to kill. This one will die, actually will not die. Yeah, fire damage comes first. So at least these two, we get some XP. So we don't get the perfect island. Yeah, we don't have enough firepower. Unless, yeah, we needed an Alpha Vec here to target this way. Yeah, we did not get it. So the leaders are massive. It would be too easy if we could just drown it. But we can use water as smoke. So yeah, that's what we need to do. Cancel the attack and look at his head sticking out. So I'm not sure if we should think of this as much bigger than the others. So yeah, this one drowns, but the leader does not. And even though it seems barely alive here, and we can get some kind of revenge on the Blood Psion. Yeah, even without the Psion we would not be able to kill it with our current output. But if the Vec is in water, you can see that it jumps. It seems as a drown animation, so it burrows under the water, which is weird. But the important thing is the rules, the game, the actual details. But we see that Dewey is not very happy. The Vec remain a serious threat to the region, with the Moby still alive. I hope you find more success on the other islands. So it gives us a cold shoulder after all we did for him. So it's not as friendly as when we came, but that's a failing objective for you. And we get smoke bombs, critical shields, and self-destruct. So since our pilots cannot die, I'm going to buy this one. But you can see that every single weapon needs one extra core because we have a unique class, and this means that we can swap these weapons between us. But yeah, if you want to equip anything else, we'll need add an extra core. So yeah, this one looks very bad, but I'm going in order. R.S.T is not very friendly. Yeah, R.S.T was divided in asking you for help. It was viewed as a weakness, but the choice was stark. We either ally with you or lose the island. So they're proud members, even though from another line it seems that she calls the other politicians cowards. So that this time it seems they are friendly, deciding together. Let's add the 2 cores here because we desperately need some extra damage. And since this one got good defense and this one got HP, this one has more HP, so I'm going to keep it on the front line. Also, I'm going to use the core here because it's probably more useful than just smoke. But yeah, if we explode, we'll lose 25 XP, so that's why I wanted to keep one with much less XP. But yeah, we don't have the cores. Maybe instead, but yeah, the range will be. I could give up on the +1 tile. Let's see what we find. Yeah, we find 1 core here, so that's good. But can we reach? Yeah, we could do it like this. Get the maximum rewards possible. Or actually, yeah, it's the same. Here and here. So first, defend the train with the secret squad. That would be tough. If we lose the train, we lose the cities as well. But yeah, actually, pick it here. So I need to remember that the scarab now is the brute, and the beetle, even though it's a beetle, is going to be ranged. And let's go here. So for now, 2 scarabs, 1 hornet, nothing to worry about. No one that can web us, or another pod from your future is incoming. So we'll never know where the pod comes from. Sometimes some pilots say that when a timeline dies, other comments seem just more generic, just help from the future. But supposedly this technology have been passed back and forth between timelines, so I guess every timeline contributed some scientific advances. But yeah, we have a very good situation here. I cannot block, but I can kill all of them, so I've been lucky for this first mission, but it won't be always this easy. So I actually, yeah, I wanted to charge here. This one is the one charging. So I can just secure the pod, unfortunately. Maybe add some smoke. So yeah, let's add some smoke. Maybe it would be useful, well, here also for next time. Yeah, so having one mech, I want to call them Vec because yeah, they're like the Vec but different orientation, and yeah, it helps a lot. So the Soldier Psion has come at a bad moment for him. Can we actually kill? I keep expecting to bump. This one is the one bumping. So I'll do it like this. Can I actually kill it though? 4, yeah. So I get 1 damage, but I can kill it like this. And can I also block? Yes. I can also block. We are good. Actually, with the pod, since the Vec will not step on the pod, we are creating a barrier. So, yeah, just 1. It's a tough one, but it's on sand, so we could just smoke him. Who needs the XP? So those, the one that got gear defense, so this one with mech HP can also have can get gear defense as the second option. Instead, the Scarab Taxetil we already got gear defense, so I'm going to upgrade him. And yeah. Unfortunately, no dialogue. Downside of having these pilots. So the battle seems more quiet. There's no one commenting aside from the island leader. Island CEO, not the leader is the Vec. And micro artillery. Artillery with potential to launch multiple small projectiles. Again, extra core. So we got 10th battle with less 4 mech damage, protective power generator, and take less and trigger damage, but the medicine battery. So this one is much easier. Also, yeah, taking less than 4 mech damage with the self-destruct is not ideal. Let's stay like this for 1 more. Then we'll see what the hardest one is. So the Vec took out this region ground stabilizer. We're not sure what the result will be. Watch your step. Yeah, so seismic activity is going to help us. I'm going to put this one here because yeah, I could stay behind, but if we are in front, we'll attract the Vec attack. So let's stay here. Here, so the digger is too far away. Perfect. And yeah, this one can jump anywhere. We'll see. So the cataclysm is coming from that side, which is not too bad because the leaper could have jumped here. But yeah, the alpha Vec are more of an issue because we can just deal 2 damage. We both have 3 movements, so it's not enough to do anything useful. Yeah, because of the bump I cannot directly kill the leaper, and if I attack, so the upgrade is helpful but also harder to use because I like to make them block. You can do it like this. Yeah, unfortunately I would push this out of the way and I cannot reach this side. Yeah, it seems that we cannot do much actually. Yeah, so if I do like this, I wouldn't be able to block. Actually, we could almost kill it. So this way, there's smoke, so I will not be able to attack. It's yeah, it's awkward. So I'm just going to do this. And hopefully next time we'll be able to kill them, so no blocking. Yeah, we just have, they have just 1 HP. So no Psion helping them. We should be good. Actually, yeah, if a leaper jumps over here, I need to stay. The Hornet needs to come closer because cannot do much. So can we do something here? Yeah, against ourselves? Or like this? this could work. Not great, but should be enough. This one is dead. This one is dying. Marked squares will sink into Earth, killing anything on them. Well, except for the fact if it's flying, so that's a detail which is important for new players actually. So we can kill and get the level up. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And we got great defense. Great. Yeah, so let's just block. And say bye to the Leaper. So yeah, the seismic activity is unpredictable. It's not like the wave that comes from this side or this side, but we don't really know. It's around the middle of the map. It could be like this or this way, and yeah, it's actually helping us a bit. But we just have the Psion, so I'd like to level up him. Actually, yeah, don't think can do anything. Only the Hornet can do deal damage. So, yeah. As much as I don't like that, need to level it up. Or I can do it like this. No, it won't be enough. So let's keep blocking. And we should be good. So a Firefly here could have done some damage. Yeah. For example, here would be tough. Actually, yeah. If this Alpha Hornet emerged here, no Firefly. So it could have come. 5 movement could have come here and would have been almost dead. No, it could have done like this. So yeah, the Flying Vac do not care about the Abyss. Can we actually do it? So if I stay here, I will die. I like the XP, but yeah, I cannot charge. Actually, I can charge. So yeah, I will not be able to kill this one, but I could charge this way and get much needed XP. Really need some upgrades to movement and fortunately we have not been lucky. They don't think I can reroll, so if they die they will lose the upgrade. I think it's determined at the beginning of the adventure, so it won't change. Looks like a great held. Thanks to you fighting smart. We need all the power we can spare for the war ahead. Won't be a long war, but let's see what we can do. Destroy 2 mountains, kill 7 enemies, protect our body light. Sounds very hard. Yeah, if you want to get the maximum reward, this is the way. Should I risk it? So the thing is that I can get the extra core and lose 1 star. So even if we do like this, we get just 1 star. If we lose 1 star here, we get still the extra core more than this one. So we already got the time pod. There's only 1 on the second island. Let me think about. So I'm going to bring this back here and add 1 extra tile, and instead yeah, add self-destruct, even though yeah, probably this one could get actually yeah, this one could still be grid defense, so I think I'm going to keep to do the opposite, to keep the same setup, even though, yeah, it's counterintuitive. I stay like this as my ranged techno beetle. And yeah, the ranged techno beetle could use mech artillery, but we don't have to, of course. So let's try the hardest mission, probably. Destroy 2 mountains and kill 7 enemies. So we need to hope that the Sunvec targets a mountain, otherwise we need to move aggressively. We need you to destroy as much landmass in the region as you can before the Vec use the mountains as hives. So the excuse, I don't think that 2 mountains really change anything, but the lore excuse is that the Vec are using the mountains as breeding grounds. And I'm really worried about this sleeper, also this sleeper. Is it worth it to just give up? Let them come? Not sure, they can reach anywhere, so... Important thing that it does not reach my beetle. Be tough in any case. Let's see. The Reaper have too much movement, so it's impossible to predict where they are going. Luckily, they are staying here. Perfect. And not so perfect. Yeah, if only we had the upgrade building immunes, be perfect. But still, we can do something. Not really. So yeah, it won't be enough. We really could use the extra, a passive that upgrades the bump. Also the passive will be, we need 1 extra core for that. Of course I cannot use self-destruct the first turn, because it'd be a suicide. But yeah, this one attacks first. So we can use this sleeper to kill this sleeper and ignore the scarab. So we can do it like this, or like this. So if I do it like this, I can still come here and ram the digger. I would like the beetle to destroy the mountain for me, but I can use it like this. Should be good. So this one is going to kill. And well, that was a tough turn, but hopefully the other will be easier. So at the beginning with on hard difficulty and high threat, a lot of Vec. So in my experience, the first turn is the hardest if you do it right. But yeah, I got 3 spawns. Can we do something? Yeah, we can push it away. But we cannot free our friend. Can actually kill like this, maybe. It's the best option. Because otherwise we will not be free. Or can also kill it like this, but then let's do it like this. We'll keep the beetle alive. We can hopefully move it somewhere. So if I come down here, yeah, no, I cannot move it like this, left or right, because of the building. I can do it like this. I get damaged, so I'm going to stay far away and yeah. So I cannot do this because it will hit the building. I need to push it down, so I need to damage my own. Yeah, we can still do it like this. Not too bad. Depends what emerges next, actually. So this one we are good, Psion we are good. Okay, so the Leaper is going. So the building, isolated building is quite easy to deal with. But yeah, if we got, so we can see 2 buildings here and 3 here. This would be, if a Vec came here, it would be impossible to remove it. So that's why they added a mountain. So no empty corners. That's why if we destroy this mountain, a Firefly, Hornet, I still keep calling them Fireflies. The Hornet can come here. Yeah, for me it's more intuitive to think the Fireflies, I'm thinking of flying thing, not one on the ground. So this is the battle of the Scarabs. Can we do, actually, because of the smoke, it would be perfect. Yeah, so we cannot equip any pilot, we cannot have Camilla immune to smoke. But we need to kill 2 more enemies, so we can actually block. We can absorb 1 damage and block like this. I think it's the best option. Then get the bump and kill this one probably. Yeah. So if I do it like this, I will get 2 damage. It won't block. So I think I'm going to do this first. And then... Actually, my Hornet is bigger. This Hornet. Now that I realize it. And yeah, we can do this. Will we... Worried about the mountain? Yeah, we have a cracked mountain here. We can reach this one. Well, it will be tough, but I think it's more important to... So it will be more important to damage these 2, but since I can block and hit, it's best to do this. So we should be good. Just need to kill one of these. Yeah. Well, not ideal. Can... So I cannot reach this one. I could use the self-destruct. Yeah, if without this mountain I could have killed this one. Actually, yeah, anyway, cannot kill all of them, so I'm going to do like this. And get some extra XP. Your thoroughness in battlefield sanitation is appreciated. Sweeper teams report no Vex survived. Yeah, so kill 7 enemies is the objective, it's not commenting on the fact. Yeah, there was 1 Leaper alive at the end. Defend the solar farm, kill 7 enemies again. So defend the prototype Renfield bombs. We have some kill ore, but the map is the issue because yeah, it's very tricky. This thing when you cannot pull or attack the buildings with the building immune upgrade here. So we also cannot do a damage for the Alpha Vec. We could add smoke. I think that's the best option right now. I don't think we can, yeah, even the self-destruct thing is, there's no room to maneuver, so it would be a very tricky mission. I'm going to try it. And actually, I was going to say we'll not be able to kill the island leader, but with the self-destruct, yes, we can. So that we could still get a perfect island, but it will be tough. Reactor core, I need some extra movement. Actually, I'm going to add extra movement here, even though it seems ridiculous, 5 movement, but there's the thing with the corridors, then when you have a vac here, you'll need to go far away to push it in the other direction, because yeah, we don't have the ability to pull. But first the lore. This site holds 2 warheads designed by a temporal physicist, Dr. Renfield, utilizing your breach technology. R.S.T. was deemed the safest place to test them. That's the key lore, the origin of the final weapon, which ultimately saves the timeline. So yeah, we don't have if a digger or reaper comes here, we don't have any way to pull them away. So I'm going to defend the buildings in first person, like this, and yeah, here I can just push, and yeah, for now we should be fine. But yeah, luckily it's starting the bomb, but yeah, I did not want to see that. So what can we do? Could do like this, but not enough. So I wanted again 3 column. By the way, I'm calling these columns and these rows based on the letters, since in chess this is in front of you and this one on the side. Of course, the isometric perspective, they could be both rows or columns. But again, the beetle should have been switched to the scarab. Don't know if I could have predicted that. Some guesswork. But yeah, they blocked my column, so cannot do much. I can well, actually, if this explodes, it will take care of well, deal 1 damage. So I will add smoke to both of these tiles. Yeah, I cannot reach. So if I get out of the way, we can kill 1. I can block and kill this one. Charging is not going to help us. Yeah, I can only charge this one, so I'm going to do it. And yeah, there's not much else I can do. So they stayed without the bombs. They would have come closer, but did not realize that the bomb were more juicy target than us because they are closer. So we can do like this and come here, but actually that's not enough. Yeah, this one could work better. Can we do something else? Not really. So yeah, I'm going to waste a bit. Waste health and turn. Don't see any other way to get rid cleanly of the situation. I need to keep the vac away from this corner. Yeah, like this. But now we have smoke, so we don't need to worry as much. But yeah. So if the leaper went here, I could not have went around, really missing the pilot's abilities. So yeah, I would have been in real trouble even with 5 movement. Could not have, yeah, I could have killed. You cannot push around these. Actually, unfortunately this one attacks later. Would be perfect. So what can I do? I'm too far away to drown it. Although that's also an option. Yeah. So I cannot block with this one. You can either push this. So yeah, I cannot even. Yeah, I'm not far enough. So I'm going to do this. Yeah, I wanted to add some smoke here. Then I'm going to. So yeah, unfortunately I'm going to. I cannot drown this and block at the same time. So either I drown or I block. Let's drown. Get some XP. And yeah, we can kill the leaper. So the issue with this configuration is when there are alpha vec that we cannot kill, and we got the Psion, so we cannot kill it as easily. So good thing about this that we can push both of them away. So we can do like this, but it's not enough to drown. So we cannot drown anyway, so let's do it like this and attack cancelled, otherwise I could have dealt 1 damage. Yeah. So this one is going to die when the Psion dies. Should I? So I can have the option of damaging the beetle or the Psion, I think. Going for the Psion. Don't get complacent, there's tons of them. Did we get an upgrade? Just a kill? Yeah. So this Vec is going to add smoke for us, and yeah, without the ability to charge from away, this would be a very bad spot. Right. Yeah, so that's the problem. Can we push them all away? Yes. So just 1 turn left. Luckily we can just push them. We still have the reset, so let me check. Let me check what happens if I do this. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, thanks to the extra movement we can kill one. We are good. So we survived. It was tough. So we could still get the perfect island. Be a surprise. Excellent, both prototypes survived intact. I can order Renfield and his team to move on to stage 2. Yeah, and that's the backstory between the final mission. So that was a very important mission. The most important mission lore-wise. I need... yeah, I'm going to add self-destruct even though I don't know. I would like to get one of these pilots to maximum level so I know if this one gets great defense, then it's going to self-destruct every other battle basically. But yeah, I'm going to stay this loadout I don't have enough cores to change. Vec monstrosities assaulting our tower. We have to rely on you this final time to help us. Yeah, and this has 7. That's not easy. So the Alpha Digger can come here. So I'm trying to avoid getting webbed or blocked too much. So the charge is helpful against both of them. Can I risk it? So can come here, and yeah, I can still reach and push it away. Let's try like this. Seems a bit risky, stay on a corner, but yeah, this one is webbing, so it's quite dangerous. And can I do something? Yeah, can push the boulders away. That could be useful. Yeah, because I cannot even reach. Cannot reach because of the boulders, they blocked me. So good thing that I added with this extra movement. So I can do this. Yeah, not sure what's best in the long run. But I think I'm going to do this. So just 1 damage. But can push this away and get damage anyway. Yeah. Not sure if it's the best, probably not the best move. But yeah, I just want to start damaging the boss. Unless I use the self-destruct. That's also probably the best idea. So let's see. Still too far away to... So he can help us with the Firefly and that's it. But now we can do a super move. Perfect. Not even going to worry about anything else. That was too good to pass up, and I'm stuck again. So yeah, I wanted this to kill 3 damage, but I don't think, yeah, not enough. So I'll have to do it like this and push it away. Not ideal again. Hopefully next time will be easier with just 3. Yeah, it's targeting me and not great, but with the extension we can go through the boulder, so it's not as bad. Can I actually move it? Because of the boulder I cannot cannot free him unless I attack it. Yeah, they don't have room to maneuver. So I need to do this. Yeah, not ideal. Actually, could do it like this. It will block. Since it's the last turn, it's perfect for blocking. But it won't get free, actually. I don't know if we move. Well, let me test it. I assume that they won't get free, but if we move at the same time. No, it works. So the important thing is that we moved. So now we can decide between... No, I cannot decide to do this. Okay, so that was tough, but we should be fine. 5 damage. Can we deal 5 damage? No. We can deal 4 in total, so we need 1 extra bump. Perfect. That's actually ideal. Yeah, not enough. So we still have the reset, so I can try. Yeah, we should be able to without losing XP. Let me check. Yeah, I don't. Unfortunately, now the upgrade is ruining my chances. Can do it like this. That was close, but a lot of XP. We really need it for the third island. 3 cheers for the secret squad. Must admit, it was an impressive performance. Well, no bad dialogue, but she's very upset if we don't kill the leader. You completed every mission on R.S.T despite the odds. You've earned my respect, secret squad, and everything we can offer. Yeah, great. We got Ghana, but of course we cannot use it. Aegon Mortar. Yeah, that could be useful actually for pulling, but it's still 1 damage, so we cannot pull something close to a building because it will hit the building. And yeah, I'm going to take Ghana for... I don't think I have it unlocked actually. Let me see. Yeah. So now I unlocked it, but of course I cannot equip it. So I think it says, yeah, normal pilots cannot be equipped. Lose 25 XP when the unit is disabled. So we lose 1 level at the beginning or half a level now. And yeah, we already have the micro artillery. Actually, let me test it. Well, first, let's see what we have. Storm generator. All smoke deals damage to enemy units every turn. That would be great for this island. Targeted strike, that's very helpful, but again, we need 1 extra core. Wind torrent is, yeah, an overpowered weapon, but again, extra core. And boosters. So we got 9. I do like both of these actually. But can we do 2 more? Yes, we can sell the micro artillery. Let me first. So if we install not the wind torrent, yeah, the micro artillery is still pushing, so we can already push, and 2 cores are much better spent on the wind torrent or on the boosters. So let's just sell mech reactor. So that was a very good pilot. Deploy anywhere on the map. Damaging adjacent enemies is not as helpful. Just 1 damage on hard difficulty is not so important, but the +1 mech reactor, well, actually is important because Ghana gets to be a target for the mech from the beginning, in the middle of the rank, but we cannot use it. So 1 extra core, and I will actually decide next island. So let's go to Pinnacle Robotics. Pinnacle Robotics fight a war of 2 fronts with the CEO Zenith. On behalf of Pinnacle, I welcome you. The climate on our island is ideal for humans, but the low temperatures are vital for machine life to thrive. So I like to use to add boosters to arrange the mech so it can come closer, and yeah, 2 cores for the wind torrent are a bit too much, but we can try them. So yeah, I'm going to work on the extra range because this one is just pure damage, but adding some range helpful. So for now, let's try wind torrent and smoke behind, I guess. So defend robots, defend robot factories. So I want to reach here, so I'm not going to do this one. I need the core more than extra stars. because yeah, 3 stars for 1 core, so this one is a much better reward, but we need to rush to this if we want to reach it. So I'm going to give up on these 4 stars, do some easier missions to get here as fast as possible. So end battle will lessen for the mech damage. Lost control of my environmental processes, hundreds of mech and machines alike were frozen solid. As the island comes back online, these fresh dangers are being freed. So yeah, this is the mentioned before, this is the only mission where you can get kill all mech as an objective. When we don't have spawns, we just got unfreezing mech, and we also got a very special. So this is quite rare. We have a damage ice tile, turns into water tile when destroyed. 1 hit will destroy it. So it's exactly the same as the damage mountain. So it's a strange pod that we cannot use, of course, because yeah, I'm very lucky. And this one is actually works the same as the mountain. You need to hit once, and then the transmitter will be free. Step on it. So we cannot use it, but I'm going to try to do it the same. We can always sell the pilot. Actually, trade him in for parts, for reputation. So we got wind torrent. Actually, here could be very useful because we can round this one and push all mech away. But yeah, I'm stuck. So yeah, not ideal. I'd like to drown this one though. So if we unfreeze them in the wrong order, it'll be trouble. So the game already knows which ones are going to unfreeze, but we don't. Actually, we know. I never thought of checking the turn order, but I think yeah, no, it seems random because 1, 2, 3, so the 3 and the 7 one. Yeah, so I don't think we get to know the turn order. Actually, I'm in a very bad spot. I think attacking is the best option at this point. I need to kill this one, not because I want to kill it, but because I need to free my beetle. And now I can use the boosters to drown this one or kill this one like this. Or I can use the main weapon to drown and hit. I don't think it will be enough. Yeah. Actually, we could do it like this. Then, yeah, drown this one. Let's see if it's worth it. Yeah. It might be worth it. Get rid of this one and 2 damage. Yeah, hopefully it wasn't a bad idea. So with the fact that we don't have spawns, if we get rid of these quicker, yeah, we just need 1, so we have some time to get this one later. But 3 is not enough to kill. Yeah, usually the mech target their own frozen friends. We haven't been that lucky. And I cannot push it here because it will still attack. Rockets Mark II are attacking a line. And can I use wind torrent now? Yes, not really useful. Not enough water for the wind torrent. So I'm going to yeah, so nothing happens because we didn't break the ice. I can target this one. But can I do the opposite? Yes. So I can kill this one and put into smoke. Yeah, probably better. Actually, can I deal some damage? No, I can't. So if I want to deal damage, I need to attack here. Can just damage. Deal 1 damage and maybe get a bump later, or actually, let me kill it, just in case. Should be fine. 3 back, we have an extra turn at the end. Almost a free turn. And I don't like it. Should be good. So I can ignore this one. I think, yeah, we can do it last turn. Just in case. Now we have a strange object. We are not sure what this could be. Even though its transmitter is waterproof. And yeah, you need to be careful about back damage. This one is going to, well, I could do it like this, but I will die. So I can just jump and push it away, or jump here to collect a strange object, because I cannot reach. I can just use the wind torrent. Not an issue. 4 HP, I cannot kill it anyway, so yeah, can just deal 3 damage, I believe. Yeah. That's not important. Can just jump. We are good. So we didn't get the kill everything objective. So I can do it like this and attack. And did I get the... Yeah, of course, without this squad is just for experts, because yeah, weird sound and pod incoming, so we are good. You can do it in the last turn, but without confirmation from the pilots, seems weird to play this squad. We've driven back the back, and we got yes, the last FTL pilot that we needed, Kazakhstan, and we cannot use it, of course. Again, so lucky with the other pilots, mech reactor, both of them. 2 damage melee attack, replaces repair. So we'll see him in another run. But yeah, I think we miss only Harold, maybe one more. So all good for now. Break failed building out of the ice. And kill at least 7 enemies. So yeah, that's the usual, we already seen it. The lives are still functioning, but they will die if not freed in time. I'm going to do kill 7 enemies just to get more XP. because there's this water. Hopefully we can push them, and now you see the true color of Zenith. Well, life is value, but we'll make an exception for the Vec. They must all be wiped out. So let's do it like this. Beetles, Scorpion. So my goal is to push them into water, also the second pod. So at this point I think they are guaranteed 2 pods per island. We cannot use them as much. And can I... Yeah, fortunately this one is flying, of course. So there's no point. Actually, there's a point. So 8, just one more. And I could have used also Wind Torrent. Yeah, this one has a lot of health, but deals just 1 damage. So I will destroy the pod this way and lose the perfect island. But this one is shielded, so don't need to worry. Unfortunately, I cannot reach, so... Yeah. I could... yeah, I can block. I don't like that. Oh well. Waste. Bit of a waste. We can add smoke here. And yeah. Just move out of the way. Actually, I don't need to move out of the way. I just put this. Perfect. So we got the level up, and we got mech reactor. Good. That's very good. So we can, with the mech reactor, we can decide if we want to put it on HP or movement. This one we can drown. So besides the shields, it's a very easy map for the help we get. So this one it's no more XP. Can I push this away? So I can just do this. I can almost kill it, but I think I'm going to jump and block here, just in case. So the Vec will not emerge from water, so they're almost confined here. And so what attacks first? So yeah, it needs more damage, so I can just jump and I'm good. Waterlogged, we can move away. Yeah, not ideal because would get damaged. We still need to kill a few more. So I think instead of using it to destroy the alpha crab, I think I'm going to drown this one. Actually, no, I think I'm going to... So I don't need to let them emerge, so I have enough enemies. So I'm going to do this. almost killed that one. And yeah, this one will be dead. Can add 2 damage. I think it's best to kill this one. So we are safer. Just one more turn. Hopefully we can drown the firefly anyway. Yeah. Perfect. Can we reach all of them? So I can kill them like this. Actually, that was a waste of XP. Let's see if I can do something better. So I reset because of course this one is the best move, but the XP here is completely useless. So can we do something better without risking? Yeah, without risking building damage, because we have 2 here, 1 here. Not sure you can do it. So I can use the wind torrent like this. Actually, like this would be better. Yeah. So I can drown it with the wind torrent, or just actually just pushing, and can always self-destruct. I think we can do it. Can we kill? Yeah, we can just need to kill these 2. So unfortunately I don't see, unless we use self-destruct, we don't see an option to kill with the scarab. So we can do this, but yeah. It's a bit dangerous. So first let's use boosters to save this building, and then actually, can I reach it? Yeah, I cannot reach, so I need to, just to be safe, I need to do this. So yeah, I don't see a way of getting XP with the scarab, and yeah, I don't want to lose building to get some XP. So I do it like this. Yeah, wind torrent seems very powerful, but it's easy to get a bump on a building by accident. And so now we got the objective, we got some XP here. Just needed 3 more. But yeah, I didn't see. Yeah, I couldn't have done like this. Anyway, reset used. So yeah, we are heroes anyway. Additional victories of this kind will increase our chances of survival considerably. And we got just it. What? Yeah, now we can. Oh, we got mech reactor here, so we could add damage here. Yeah, this damage is less effective because here we have an extra tile, so we'll deal 3 damage to both tiles. And yeah, unfortunately, special pilot, we got very good pilot, the run we cannot use them. So think I'm going to add movement for now, and then yeah, I'll decide when I see the next objective. So let's do a battle lesson for mech damage, and then we'll see. Yeah, it doesn't seem a bad map, so we have just a few buildings isolated, so I need just to be careful about these tiles. Threat agnostic, machines frozen, threat very high, I recommend you avoid them. Yeah, so these two are actually dangerous spots, not so bad. And not sure if I want to, yeah, I want to keep the free column, but I would get yeah, I would get in trouble with this one. Get webbed. So maybe I can come here, even though could get webbed anyway, so let's try like this. So hopefully the alpha crab is attacking me, so he wants 2 tiles. I'm providing the target, or well, that target. Yeah, maybe it's the opposite. Could come here, so let's see where. Well, also the hornet wanted double target, so the crab settled for this one, which is not what he wanted. But we need to be careful of the psion. We can push this away, then try damage this one. Unfortunately, yeah, we can do like this, and then jump. Can I get to attack each other? Yes. So this one will kill 3 plus fire and will damage this robot. So Zenith said I recommend you avoid them, the robots. I don't remember if they defrost automatically. So yeah, fire will destroy next turn, so we need to take care of this one. Yeah, so they don't defrost, but they are target for the other one. So I can do this, and I think it will explode. Not sure if... well, let's test it. Can we get rid of those? Yeah, so no explosion because we killed at the same time. Instead, if we got the bump or something one after the other, it would have exploded. And now we just need to take care of this one. So I can do it, yeah, I can kill it. And this one should die, yeah. Will die first. All good so far. And yeah, again, targeting frozen ones, so not an issue for us. I'm a bit far. Can I use actually? Yeah. The wind torrent. So now it will block for us. And I can also block here. Actually, do I want to block? We need 4. Oh, so I already got 1 extra move. I didn't notice, but it's perfect for him. And yeah, we can block. So they don't defrost, they just need the Vec to free them. So they are Zenith machines gone rogue. Can I... well, we can ignore this one. So I need, yeah, I need 1 kill. Can I do that? So yeah, don't think we can. So if they could stay on top of each other, I could do it like this. Yeah, push it away, but I will not get the kill unless I get the bomb. So we just need to worry about 1 damage, so I can do it like this. So this one will survive, this one will not. 2 damage, level up, perfect, and great defense. Okay, so this is officially the exploding pilot, the exploding mech. So we switched, because of the abilities, we switched Beetle and Scarab, even though it doesn't make much sense in the context of the game. So since we can, in the same class, we can swap weapons. So we are good. Mech move is perfect, and great defense is perfect for losing 25 XP when we need it. So Freezer and both robots shouldn't be too bad. Just need to decide where to put them, put the cores if we want to self-destruct, so we don't lose any ability. We still have 30% good defense, but we're not going to rely on that 30k run just for luck. But I'm going to add range. I think this is the most important weapon to upgrade. So yeah, I'm not going to upgrade, not going to use the Wind Torrent, because I prefer to get some range now. And yeah, Wind Torrent is one of the most powerful weapons in the game. We just need 1 extra core that we don't have, and look past their malfunctioning aggression and see them as living beings. Yeah, so the robots are actually against us, so there's probably the most interesting lore behind this Zenith Island. So in other timelines, Archie says that the humans were kept in safety pens and the robots care for them. So there's more than just robots gone rogue here. There's something more sinister behind it. Seems that the robots are taking control in the future with the androids. But now we are in a bit of an issue because we need to... So I need to push this away. But just 1 damage is not... Yeah, if I had buildings immune, I could do like this. Yeah, luckily this one is attacking us. Would like to have it attack the Blood Psion if I push it. But then I will die also the artillery mech. So yeah, I cannot do this. Yeah, the Beetle is in a bad position. So 3 damage, we can absorb it like this. It's not ideal. And we cannot use smoke because even if we could reach out of the way, can I push? I need to push this forward to attack nothing, and this one on the side. So yeah, the freezing bot cannot attack this one. So I'll need to do like this. But then yeah, want to change the attack. Fortunately, bad positioning. So we can actually come here to freeze this one, but where can I put this one? So I think, yeah, I think I need to absorb the damage with the Scarab at this point, Or I can try to kill it. It's 5, we need one more. Also, yeah, I cannot put the tank here. So we need to take care of this one. Very bad start. So the only way I see doing like this seems the most obvious. Actually, if we are in trouble, we can always freeze this one and kill the robots. So we still get the extra core, which is 3 times more important than a star. But actually, I could use self-destruct immediately and kill 2. Then it would be very tough. So if only the bots had more HP. So if I push it, if I push it away, I can attack with the beetle and still have enough room to absorb the hit and the bump. But I need to push it. So yeah, this one cannot reach. Actually, thanks to the extension, I think we can do it. So thanks to the extra range, now I have enough room to come here. So they need both to stay here, but of course this one is more, actually completely forgot about. So we can actually kill it, but it will deal 2 damage to the scarab. Yeah, so cannot do from this side actually. Yeah, so I wanted to keep it on this column, but this works too. Let's do it like this. Then move this one here and kill it. Well, we'll get 1 damage, but it's fine. And now it's a complicated puzzle because the order, they all needed to come on this column. But we got rid of this beetle. And yeah, that's scary. We can freeze it next turn. Yeah. Tank is far enough. Sometimes we get a weird map with buildings or mountains here and the tank cannot come back far enough. And then yeah, having a science mech with teleporter would be perfect. Okay, so now I can actually ignore this one. So I said that the bot can come to freeze it. It cannot because it's stuck. But we don't need to kill to freeze it this time. We can just move away and we are fine. Can I do something else? I can do something for this one though. Yeah, again, we cannot pull. We cannot push away from buildings, unfortunately, with our weapons. So this one is tough. Yeah, also we have the Blast Psion. So yeah, this one with the extra move actually can move almost anywhere. But we can destroy the Psion and push away. Still need to worry about this one. Actually, you can freeze it. So now no more exploding. And I can actually kill it, but then I get on fire. Can I? I could freeze the building actually, instead of the VEC. But yeah, we don't need XP anymore, so don't need to worry about killing. The only thing I need to worry is that if I freeze it, it will block the tank completely, so I won't be able to reach this way. I may need to use, I can use smoke instead of the freezing tank. Although, get out of position, unfortunately. All because there's no building immune option. So, can I... I cannot target a non-existing tile. But I can do it like this. Kill this one. And... block and freeze. Let's hope that I can deal with the bot. Next turn, just one vac, simple beetle, and almost perfect. But need to push this away if I want. If I want to freeze it. So can I do something with him? This one can come here. Don't think. Can jump. Can push once, not twice, because they all deal damage. And cannot reach. The only way would be to... So if we push this away, then the robot does not need to stay alive. So once it freezes both robots, we can use it to bump, to take, to block a vac, something like that. We don't need to keep it alive. But I don't think we can do it, so we can always freeze the building, and we are fine for another turn. I don't think. Could push this. If we push this, then there's smoke here, so he cannot come around anyway. So I think I'm going to just... Actually, didn't realize. Still have smoke. We cancel the attack, no need to freeze anything. I just want to kill this one. Can I actually do it? Like this? Yes. Oops. That was dumb. And can do it before. I could have attacked the other tiles. It would be the same, but it's more fun. More funny to have a diving back. So now I need to come out of this place. And okay, so my beetle is blocking this spot. I need to be careful because I just won on one turn. This this bot is stuck on this side as a 3 movement. So actually, it's not stuck because this is friend. So it cannot attack. So I don't think it will move on smoke since it cannot attack. So I believe if I keep my mech here, now it's stuck. Now it's truly stuck. So you won't be able to go away. It's a bit extra precautions just in case. And that's it. I could have blocked, but I just was too worried about. If the bot came here, I could not have frozen because of the smoke. And now I'm stuck. I don't think it's too dangerous. Actually, if I do like this, it will unfreeze the bot and we lose the star. So I need to push it in another way. Can do it like this. Or I can do it like this. It works. That should work. I don't have the reset, so I need to think carefully. So this one is flying, I don't need to worry. Yeah. Now I can target this one. So yeah, it's easy to freeze. I just need to see if I can kill both of them. I think I can. No, I cannot, because I need to stay the same. Actually, okay, that was a bit tricky, but it was a high threat mission, so it went quite well. What it was. And now, yeah, Zenith is happy, and we get the extra core. We got a Psion Abomination, so that's very tough. My Nazi's processor is unable to identify the species of Vec threatening us. Caution is advised. So yeah, as long as it's alive, it will make everything much tougher. So I could use the 2 cores for the wind torrent, but it's a bit tricky. I could add damage. I could add the damage here. Yeah, maybe. But sooner or later we're going to add damage, so we get probably 2 cores anyway. And I'm going to do this. We have the boosters, so we don't need as much movement. For now, we should be fine. And yeah, the special pilots once gave 2 stars, now just 1. All the time travelers, not only the FTL ones. And yeah, let's go. Now they seem to go in a line. Yeah. The first putting down, yeah, the mech in the drop zone is, I think it's underrated because it's one of the most important turn, maybe the second most important turn of the game. And yeah, so I like this one to attack me instead of the, so if I provide 2 mech in a line, I have a chance that he's going to attack me instead of these 2 buildings. But yeah, prefer to, actually, I have 5 movement, so I could stay 1 line back. Actually, yeah, there's water, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so we are fine. Should be fine. Maybe like this. Yeah, should be enough. So we don't have melee, anyone webbing. These crabs, yeah, not as easy to deal with. And Psion will play, I don't know if it moves randomly, but coming close to us, yeah, completing the square, coming close to us, it will block us. So unfortunately they are both attacking the buildings, so my trap did not work. And now it's the most important turn of the game because it sets you up. So we could block and kill actually. So yeah, we have Psion regeneration, but fire is always first. +1 HP, regeneration, explosion, death. So 3 Psion, no armor, and no not the damage that Psion tentacle of the last island of the volcano. Everything else is there, so we cannot kill it near the buildings. Can I do it like this? Yeah, but it's a waste because actually, yeah, with the extra tile, that could work. I won't kill it, of course. I will leave 1 HP. And yeah, it will die when I kill the Psion. So no explosion. It will just die when I kill the Psion. But I will take 1 damage. Yeah, don't worry about 1 damage. So this one is dealt with. Could kill, because if we push it, yeah, it will explode. But I prefer to get some damage here, so I'm going to do... Actually, I cannot. Yeah, I want to block. So it will die from fire. And... yeah, so instead of doing damage here, I will just kill this one. Come here. Yeah, if I push it away, of course it won't get on fire. Luckily, the fire damage acts first. So we are good. Yeah, probably should have started damaging the Psion. Oh well, now we just have 2. And the Psion is running away, it's not good. And they are in the wrong line, so I cannot... Just 3 movement, I cannot reach it. 2. Cannot destroy both of them. But what I can do actually is make one attack the other. Like this. Well, actually this is on fire, so let me move away first. Let's see if it works. Yeah, so if I attack here, maybe the opposite actually. So I want the scarab to hit. Yeah, of course I need to remove the fireflies. So I need to come here. Yeah, and make the firefly blockades, of course. That's what I want to do. So let's break some more ice. And yeah, so I could actually... Yeah, unfortunately the side effect of having to bump is that the effect of the tile, so fire or breaking ice, acts afterwards. So we'll first move the Vec and then damage the tile. That's not ideal for us. But I left this one here. So I wanted to do this, but yeah, unfortunately is in the way, and it will not die. So I need to stay here, yes. I can reset turn and come this way. Then I can... actually, can I do something else? No, I don't think... Yeah, I cannot do anything... any great move, so I could block. Yeah, it's a bit dangerous staying here. Maybe it's best to reset turn. No, just to... I think I'm going to... Just to be safe, I'm going to use turn reset a bit early. So now I need to come here. Actually, can I come? So let's do it right. I cannot. Yeah, I cannot really. That's an issue. So I shouldn't have reset. I just shouldn't have blocked and kept the reset for later. Yeah, I cannot attack because I ruined the line. I cannot do this because yeah, it will again ruin everything. What I can do actually is this one. So I got the same effect that I wanted. Yeah. Now this one is going to die. Yes, 1 regeneration, 1 hit. So it will attack and then die from the bump. Okay. So now I can use it. it's a tricky squad. The secret squad. You can make it. Can I do somewhere else? So let's first attack with him, even though, yeah, I don't like to come so far away from the battlefield, but they can both, one can run, the other can jump. So let's add extra damage, and yeah, but I add smoke, so let me first do this. Yeah, I cannot reach anywhere else. Let me first do this, and then this. Okay, so we should be fine. Another tough turn, but yeah, if we don't make the most of the early turns, we'll get in trouble later. So now we set up. So actually, yeah, the explosion was at the same time as the emerging mech, so this one got 1 extra damage. That's very good. Unfortunately, yeah, we have this one blocking us, and but we can kill it, so no issue there. Just need to think about the explosion. So I don't need to use the self-destruct, I just need to come back here because the smoke now is bothering me. Hit, and then yeah, now I have a free. Perfect. So I would like to kill it, but they are too far away. So I can do this, and just kill, I guess. Yeah, even if I push it, it's not going to matter. I cannot block with 1 HP. So I think I'm just going to kill it. Now that there's no Psion, otherwise I could have pushed it, and then when pushed it will have exploded on this. But yeah, we still have 2 new mech and this one. So if I hit it, it will go into smoke, and then the fire will be lost. But we don't really need to kill it. And this one is dead. This one is dead. So fire, the forests are coming in handy. Just need to push it and that cancel the attack. It wasn't enough to kill anyway. Yeah, if I had 1 extra movement, I could come with the scarab here, bump, and kill everyone. So the forests here were helping us. And I mentioned earlier that the only, I guess, unused weapon in the game is one that spawned forests, so that's the idea. I'm thankful for the time you have sacrificed to aid us. So the forest can actually help. And we got Pillar. Repair field, repairing 1 mech will affect all mechs, so this means that we can use the self-destruct ability without worrying about grid defense. Prospero, we cannot equip it, and yeah, once before the update 2 years after the game released, these would sell for 2 stars, so this one was always the obvious choice, because you could use the star to buy grid power or to get a better weapon. But in this case, yeah, we don't need it, Prospero, and we are going to take the weapon. But we still need, we still need 2, unfortunately. So this self-destruct would be very good, but I'm going to need 2 cores. We got 7. Let's see what we got. Frost Beam, Fire Beam freezes everything in a line. That's another of the very good weapons. So yeah, non-cyborg weapon. I think it's any class. Yeah. So you can see Actually, I think it's science class. So the acid tank is any class weapon, and you see the default brute. Ice generator is any class, and the shrapnel cannon is brute. Instead, here it should be science because it shows a science weapon, a science mech, even though the default squad does not have, the rift workers do not have a science, so it defaults to him. So frost beam, 1 use per battle, got 5 cores. It's a bit broken, the freezing mechanics. Doing a 3 ice mech was quite easy in the end. The ice generator, I think it's more powerful, because you can increase the size, so you don't need to use it twice if you basically freeze the whole map. Acid could be actually very helpful. One upgrade you can push, and plus 2 health means it can also blow. Let's just get ice generator, acid tank, say bye to Catapult, and get 2 cores. So next island I'll sell everything. For now we are going to try some ice, even though we don't have many cores. I think I'm going to add here, and plus size, acid tank. Well, let's try. We never used the self-destruct, but 3 cores is too expensive. Let's try wind torrent, and I guess some extra movement wouldn't be too bad. I'm actually going to keep 1 core. I like to have 1 core in reserve just if I need it. So 20 to 500 is the perfect 3 island, and we could do the final mission, but of course I want to go at 30k with the blobber and the goo. Our island was once one of hundreds of Detritus disposal sites, then the Vec came, but with their arrival, Detritus has hope again. That's the backstory. We got the 2 high threat missions at the beginning, so I don't know what will be there, but a 3 for 6 stars this way, and just 5 this way. So we cannot get 6. 7 stars actually. If this one would be switched. But we cannot do that, so I think I'm going to do the high threat missions, even though they are not ideal. But this one is just 1 power core. This is one just block exponing. The power plants in this sector are critical against the Vec commander. If lost, we might lose the Detritus as well. We have more lore justification why we should keep these buildings alive. They behave just as any other building, with the extra bonus at the end if you keep them alive. So I think I'm going to do down here, and so we'll tackle the hardest mission, destroy the acid vats. The vats in the region contain chemical poisons to the Vec, breach the containing vats, and the Vec will vacate the sector. So I'm going to add actually I wanted to add 1 core here, but the ice generator is not the best for the vats, so I'm going to add unlimited uses. So that's why I kept 1 core in reserve. So I'm going to do this and hopefully get some bumps. Do we get? So we get the blobber, and actually we could already destroy the vats in 1 hit with our Techno Hornet. So this one, where should we go? So I want to get a bump, so I'm going here, although probably not a good idea of leaving the ranged mech in front, even though we have no web, so this one is actually a bit easier. But we have the Alpha Hornet, which can come here, so I'm going to push it away if it does come here. Notice that the buildings are isolated here. There's no 3 building like this, which is awkward. But yeah, the perfect position for the alpha blobber. But we have the perfect counterpart, actually, yeah. Can do it like this and leave the alpha blob under smoke for the rest of the mission, so we don't need to worry about this tile anymore. But yeah, because they don't have our ranged option like this, in fact, to hit 2 of them. But can we do something about that? So we can ignore. If I didn't add ice, we could have hit both of them. But we can simply ignore this one. We can actually smoke and push. Instead of since there's no point. Yeah, I like to smoke that one, but I'm not doing any damage here. And I'm going to deal 2 damage. So I think I'm going to, yeah. Actually, I'd like to come here and destroy both of them. But I cannot, so can I do this? Not really. I can just do this. Well, not ideal, but still. Do something. Can actually come here to block. Need to take care of this one. So since I have the option of bumping, I'm going to do that. So just 1 extra damage, but I need for the Hornet I need to push and damage. So at least I'm doing something. This one is not doing anything. So even though it's not useful at all. First turn is very tricky though. If you make mistakes here, be a snowball effect. So if I made a dumb choice, I would be in trouble later. But I really wanted to get this to block. Yeah, the Hornet would have come probably here. I like to remove some tiles. Now, without this, I could kill both of them, but not this one. So can you take care of the? Not really. Yeah, because of the blobber, it would be perfect for us to charge this way, kill both of them, and take care of all these with just almost take care of all this with these 2. But unfortunately, because of the positioning of blobber, smart positioning, we cannot do that, but we can still move everything actually. So is it worth it? So if we move everything, this one will explode and kill, but yeah, we lose. Well, actually the smoke will stay there, so no mech can come. We can do it like this, maybe. It's more useful. Not really. So, I don't know if we push this one, the third pool of acid should go there, but we don't have any emerging mech because we have too many on the field. So we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and so there's no, all the emerging mech have been cancelled. So that's the rubber banding of the enemy number. So Yeah, I believe I thought that the 6th or 7th Vec was not attacking. Maybe they changed it. When I first played it, I remember that often there was the 6th or 7th Vec was not attacking. Maybe it was just because they were spawning too far away from any building. Maybe they changed the code since after 2 years, they revamped, they switched up some code, and may have been that. But for now, actually, can I get a bump? Can I get a bump? No. Yeah, if I could come here. So if I could get a bump on the thing, the borrow world will go away. But I cannot. So let's try that. So I took care of everything on this side, but it can still, I still have the Psion alive, so I cannot do what I wanted to kill. May have to freeze them, but if I freeze it, I don't have any room to. That's unfortunate. I cannot leave the next turn with everything frozen. So I have to do like this. It will be tough. Hopefully I can get a bump, because I cannot risk and cannot get the beetle frozen next time. Big suicide. Now finally this Psion going away, and I think these will attack. I'm not sure if it will attack. Yeah, so it will take 1 turn to reset, and then basically it queues its attack. So just when the frost is there, and then it charges up a 2-turn attack. Well, actually, every Vec has a 2-turn attack. Now, can we do something about these two? Yeah, like this. Still not enough to kill it. What happens with the wind power? So I could get a chain bump here, not useful. This one, not useful. And this one, not really. Well, actually, this one could help. Or this one. No, really. I think I'm going to do this. Looks good, but I need to move away. Where can I go? Let's first take a look at this one. So I could get a bump and kill that one, so it's perfect. This one will go away, this one will go back to the cloud, this one will not be an issue. This one will do nothing. And what can I do with it? Well, I'll decide later. So let me see. Everything is good. Yeah, that's perfect, aside from the fact that the Hornet will attack this building. We'll take care of that later. Yeah. So I free my own, which is was my main goal. Then I need to take care of this Hornet. And that's it. Yeah. So we can kill it. Actually, come a bit closer. And yeah, so the pool will be on the other tile, so I will remove one spawn, and hopefully next time we need to hit this twice. So finally we can see. Previous time we got the wind torrent, we didn't use that much. Now it's you can see true power, so here it would be very tempting to. I think this upgrade should read +1 use, not unlimited uses. It's perfect for Silica, so Silica can attack twice if it does not move. So if it was +1 use, it could do that just 1 turn instead. Can do anytime we want. So yeah, it would be tempting to push this into acid. Our priority is this one. So cannot do that. Yeah, again, the blobber with its positioning is ruining us because I cannot push this way actually. Not push that way anyway. Can we do something about? Yeah, I think it's a perfect position for this. So Beetle will come here, kill, unfreeze, and actually maybe taking 3 damage could be a good idea at this point. We still have the reset, so let me check. Seems dumb, but I really need it to stay here, so if I moved it away I could not have come back here. This is perfect. Not attacking, of course, so we don't need to worry about the blobber, even though I like to kill it. This one is pointless, and we are good. Yeah, perfect. Do I can run? Yeah. 100% of the vats were destroyed and the chemical released. Our sensor already picking up diminished vac activity in the region. And now we get easy. Actually, with the conveyor belts, I'm not sure if it will be easy. Yes. So the conveyor belts are usually, if they're blocking us here, very tough. They're on the side, though the burrower is not affected by conveyor belts. So I'm not sure. I don't think it can emerge on these tiles. So we should be fine. We also have the shields. So I think I'm going to stay here. And yeah, I could have tried actually different weapons. So we have these pool of acids to help us, but we also have the acid tank, blobber. Yeah, hoping that the hornet comes here, then we'll take care of itself attacking us or attacking these buildings. We get the pod. Perfect mission to get the pod since we don't have to do much. And the perfect again, but they cannot reach. Yeah, so it would be perfect to get a bump, but they cannot do it. And yeah, I really wanted the hornet to come here, but this one is shielded. Yeah, I'd like to do this, but I cannot. I prefer to get the bump. So this one actually will put the hornet in a bad spot. So is it worth it to lose the shield here? Not really. Again, we could use the wind torrent. Yeah, it didn't upgrade. So if I do it like this, well, we won't get. We can still kill it. What? Yeah. We'll stay here. We should be good. Just 2 vac, 3 vac. And yeah, again, usually the missions with just simple objective have less buildings. So we have these 4 buildings here and 1 isolated there to protect. So yeah, this one is annoying. I really needed the Techno Scarab, but I can still use Wind Torrent even though I've webbed. And yeah, I will get 10 damage. That's not ideal. Actually, can I? So this Hornet can kill, but I will still yeah, so I won't be able to move, but the conveyor belts will actually make the leaper attack here, which is still in the right. Yeah. So the conveyor belt actually will move along, so the leaper, yeah, can still get to be attacked actually. Let's do it. Yeah, so this one will move away, but the range of the Hornet is enough, so it will save the buildings. and actually it will kill me because I am an acid, so usually it will deal 2 damage. It will deal 4, so I need to take care of these 2. Can I do it? No, because well, I can do like this though. Yeah. Or I can do it like this. Not. Yeah, that wasn't a good move. Conveyor belts. Can kill this one though. What? Then I can freeze. Yeah, but I cannot freeze both of them. Well, I think I need to reset. Fortunately, yeah, the acid can work against us, so it will kill us. We'll need to push it in another way, like this. But we still get, yeah, we still get in the way. So I think I'll need to use. So if I push it, so without my mech here, I could do this, and the leaper will get pushed against the shielded one. Now I'm a bit of trouble. I could push everything this way, so the conveyor belt will pull the leaper away, so that's also an option. And then take care of this one. Like this. Yeah. Okay, so let's try. So the leaper is going here, attacking nothing. This one is still attacking. So need to push it. Yeah, luckily, if I do it like this, I think I'm just going to freeze everything at this point. These 2, since they are in that position. Because yeah, I should have done that for the start. Because if I push this way, the conveyor belt will put me in the leaper's way, or I can freeze the borrower. Can I actually? Yes. So I can just kill, get this shielded. So I could do it like this. Should have done that from the start, actually. Yeah. Oh well. Freezing it is. They will start moving along. Unfortunately, I cannot use the trick where I freeze near the pond. Not an ice mech and not ranged. The ice beam I could have done that. So the leaper will slowly move away, will never reach the pool, but can just move away and the borrower will unfreeze. So can I do something? So how much damage does it take? Do 2 damage. So I could survive. Like this. No, it won't. Wind torrent again. Actually, wind torrent now is even better because I could unfreeze my own, but I don't see the option. So I could push everything away, then the conveyor belt will push the Hornet back. So I could just actually, yeah, push them away. And then I just said that this one will come back. So I can ram it though. Be safe. Actually, I want to be safe. I can do this. So this one is stay frozen. This one will not kill. Unfortunately, yeah. Now in the line of fire. Too late. And this one will not activate because the conveyor belt is pushing. So what can I do actually? Yeah. I'd like to block. Yeah, I can do like this, but then I will get destroyed. I think I'm going to block. Yeah. Not great, but hopefully we'll survive just one more turn. Yeah, the conveyor belt are not helping actually. The opposite, they are pushing the vector towards us. So the blob at least is on a good spot, and I got webbed. This is actually a perfect position to get webbed between these two, but I will die. So I could just, could just leave. And yeah, luckily the leaper was frozen vec are good way to distract the other vec, and because they are closer to their spawn, usually can actually ignore most of them. So let me do this, and then I need to save him from. So this one will go away. Yeah, this one will go away, and I just need to kill. I wish I could push it to destroy this one. I cannot. So again, the blobber leaves, but at least we saved every building. Now we just need 3 more missions to get to 30k. Got just a reactor core. Yeah. So I can pick between these two. Again, conveyor belts. These belts may be more useful. Pushing into water. So I think I'm going to do this instead of this one. But first let me add one size. Very important. Or we can actually try. I don't think the acid tank is very helpful. Unless we can add push, so yeah, 4. Well, I could try. But then repair field and self-destruct tactic could be more useful than the wind torrent. Well, let's try. Got an extra pushing. Block spawning. Got teleporting. So teleporting is more fun. Teleporting by matter is prohibited. I can make an exception for you and the vec. So let's go here. Deploy the tank. So if our attack ends up here, we could teleport it this way. But we got Vec got other plans. Luckily we are good here. We can already kill this one. Block, that's perfect positioning. Ignore this one. and yeah, deploy the tank. So I'm going to stay here. Actually, I'm going to be pushed down. So I don't want to get on acid. I think I'm going to just stay here, hope for the Vec to target me. Then we can push this away. Actually, need to push in the other way. So, well, that's a bit more awkward than I thought. Should be fine. Yeah. So if I stay here, come here, where should I? Yeah, so I wanted to push everything this way. So this one will get an acid. And yeah, I forgot that I meant to kill it like this, not push. So that's why I could have pushed it. Oh well, we still get our tank. We can add acid, but now it pushes, so I don't want to push that. I want to push this towards the blobber. That sounds like a good plan. Yeah. So I'm not going to... Yeah, I'm just going to stay here to block the tiles. Slight misplay. Should be good. Yeah. Can kill this one next time. And again, it wants to come closer. And now, yeah, need to kill this one. So I could do it like this. Or, yeah. Can do it like this. So let me see. Can I get this one dead? Yeah, so instead of the borrower, I think I'm going to target these two. Not enough to kill, but actually, let me try this one. Yeah. So now with the bump I should be able to kill. Of course not, because the bump is not target damage. But we can kill it like this. Well, we can kill one, not the other. I think I'm going to kill this. Yeah. At least this one is dead. And now we need to... Yeah, we can use the acid tank to get the bump. We need to kill both of them. And I'd like to jump like this. It won't be enough. So actually we could do it like this. We need the bump. We need the bump first though. Yeah. Yeah, if only could stay here. It would be perfect. Bump, and now it's dead. And this one will kill, so even better. Oh, at the end, turned out well. A bit worried for a second. Now we should be good. No need to worry. Less than trigger damage is the easiest one. I can just kill Unfortunately, I cannot reach. Well, I should have used the wind torrent to make it block instead of killing directly. Should be fine. Do it like this. And yeah, if we had 2 more health, could have used to block. I think I'm going to block anyways. The last turn. No need to keep him alive. So. Can we add acid to the mountain? Not really. So it won't leave behind wreck. But it will add acid because it was an acid. Instead the mountain is not. Cannot add acid to this tile, so that when the mountain is destroyed it will leave acid pool like this. So now we can just, yeah, we can, if I could have adding acid would be enough to kill. Yeah. So we'll end the turn here. We are good. And now we get kill for enemies inflicted with acid, which is perfect for our tank. Instead here we have funny conveyor belt. Detritus has assigned an acid tank to the sector to the secret squad. Use it to study the acid's effect on the back. So we're already doing that. It would be very easy to kill for enemies with acid when we have 2 acid tanks, but I think it's more fun to play with conveyor belts and freezing. So we have no personnel to repair your mech if damaged. It is unfortunate, but please do what you can to keep them out of harm's way. So that's not true, of course. It will be always repaired, but yeah, it's an excuse for end battle with less than 4 mech damage, which is not an issue. And now I'd like to, yeah, do like this and then can push 2 mech at the same time into water. Yeah, I need to pick my freezing spot very carefully. So unfortunately I cannot avoid being webbed, but what I can do is actually placing the scarab here, so anything that gets webbed gets dumped into the water. And I don't think they can jump here. Yeah, maybe they can. So we cannot land on the conveyor belt because it will move. Yeah, they can jump. And yeah, that's perfect. So this one is dead. This one not so much. We could use wind torrent. So I could play around and get the bump. So remove it like here. Then I can drown this one and use wind torrent in that direction, or push this away and use wind torrent in this direction. Yeah, it's not extremely useful, but I think it's better to damage them, even though, yeah, I cannot kill it with this one. So I think I'm going to actually, yeah, I'm going to get rid of the Psion immediately. Then I can just kill like this and destroy. Yeah, I'm sure that the bard will not mind a bit of smoke. And we got the, well, actually the barbers are the worst. The conveyor belt, I don't think they can attack on the conveyor belt because they would block the whole line. Yeah, they can merge here and it's perfect for the beetle. So again, wind torrent completely useless against the burrower, but we can do this. And yeah, I'll move up. I can block. I don't really need to block. let's do it anyway. And drown this one. Perfect. Not even used. Now, on top of the spawn, it would be a great moment to use the freezing thing. No one is nearby. Yeah. No one is here to get drowned. And a bit of trouble here, so I think I'm going to freeze out. Forgot the range. So can I freeze it from here? Yes. But I would not get. Yeah, I need to come here to get defrosted, and yeah, it's too far. This one is too far. Yeah, unfortunately, we have not been lucky with the positioning of these. So I think I just go here, and also, yeah, I'm freezing the water, so I won't be able to do the trick, to drown enemies with the conveyor belt. Can I kill this one? No, I cannot. So actually, yeah, this one will attack the Hornet, but it will be too late. So I could smoke the Hornet, or push everything down once. So if I do it like this, let me see. So I can block, well, I'm not going to block, but yeah, I can push everything down afterwards. So I'm going to freeze, cancel the attack, use wind torrent, and I frozen. Yeah, great. I wanted to, yeah, to be defrosted by water, but of course I just froze it. Anyway, this bar is safe now, under smoke and ice. Hopefully they're okay. And this one is blocking. I could actually, yeah, could use it to free my own. That's also a good plan. Yeah, so you get hit and free him. Then this one will explode last turn, but it's frozen. The bar is frozen, so we're good. Yeah, unfortunately, I didn't consider that I froze everything. So, and this is a very bad spot, actually. Yeah, the Hornets are trouble. So we can ignore this one, we can ignore this one thanks to the freezing, but yeah, I cannot freeze enough. I can kill this one, will not get defrosted because it's stable. So I need to use 2 actions to kill. This one actually will bump into me and die. So yeah, I can barely, actually I could have, yeah, wrong scarab. I could, yeah, I could do it like this actually. And it will still work. That one get defrosted. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm going to use it. The power of the wind torrent. So this one is safe. This one will do nothing. And I can just kill, I guess. Yeah. That's not good, actually. Yeah. Yeah, we got... we lose the bonus. So I'm going to do the opposite. Ignore this one. Kill this one. Actually, it would have been killed by the bomb, I forgot. Anyway, good thing that we had five movement. So now we are good. And we're good. We didn't get to play much with the conveyor belts. Good news is rare these days, but your effort here have changed that. Well done. And we got Isaac Jones, which you cannot use. And now Corporate HQ with one. Yeah, I'd like to add extra size, but yeah, I also need to do range and damage. Yeah, I think I'll wait on that core. We'll see. So let's go here. Destroy the Goos. So again, yeah, I don't like being webbed, but I don't think I can avoid it. Yeah, they are covering almost every tile. Only thing I can do is just put my own mech in front, so if this one gets webbed, it can just push, charge away. And yeah, the goo got into acid. That's good for us, but they are not in a good place. So yeah, they're all attacking. I'm not sure I can do... I think I need to move them. So the problem is, of course, if there were only 3, we could deal with all of them. Hardest thing is to deal with more than one mech at the same time. So having Wind Torrent, that's why it's so powerful. So having Wind Torrent avoids all these issues. So if I push this away, I can just push everything down, and yeah, that will save everything. So I just need to, I can just do this, or yeah, deal with this and that one. So I think actually I'm going to, yeah, block myself like this. Yeah, I could push this one down, but I need to waste one turn for this one. Instead, if I do it like this, actually, yeah, it's not enough. So if I push them both, if I move them both, this scarab will not attack me. My own thing, so I can do it and kill it myself. I don't want it. I can actually, yes, thanks to the smoke, I can actually do this. I think this is the best option because I can, this one will kill, and you could actually kill more. I'll wait for that next turn. Get rid of this one. Yeah, should be fine. These have only 2 HP, so I can my Techno Hornet can deal with them, even without the acid. Actually, if I do it like this, we will all get a bump, so I can kill the one in the middle. But this scarab is still attacking. Yeah, I can kill them both. If I bump and then charge, I will block. Yeah, perfect. I can do it like this. we'll get the bump. So this one is dead, and then I can kill and block and add some smoke. Perfect. So I did not want to, yeah, ideally you want to keep one medium goo alive because, yeah, now we have 4. But we are doing pretty good, so I think shouldn't be in trouble. We can always freeze everything if you want. Keep blocking. 1 Vec and 4 small child. So the borrowers actually are an issue because they're not affected by wind torrent, so that's not good. Yeah, maybe in trouble actually. So I need to freeze them. Don't think there's any other way. Even here is not good enough. Yeah. Can I actually get a bump? I need to do this anyway. Then can I... Yeah, I can push them away, but I cannot kill... Maybe wind torrent here. I can free my mech. So if I kill this one, it won't block. Yeah, I think I'm going to block myself because I cannot charge. This one will get in the way, will die. So I think I'll need to move everything away. Yeah. Actually, I can block it. Yeah, I can use him to block. And because I just need to kill this one and they should be fine. So actually, if I could stay on the corner of the map, these will die from the bump. Yeah, not flying, so I cannot do that. But if I move everything this way, I should be fine. Yeah. This one is free for next turn. These two will do nothing. Yeah, also notice that they apply acid on the tire when they move. So it says 8 instead of 4. But I think it's a bug. And yeah, just need to get rid. Yeah, just need to kill one. Can kill both of them like this. It's was a bit scary for a second. We are good. 35% grid defense, which is will not use it. Just need one more. Perfect. Island. The Vec of ammunition is down and our corporate hub is intact. You and the secret squad have Detritus gratitude. And we got another perfect one. So yeah. Detritus has an aggressive bonus plan for excellence in performance. Commander, you and your squad deserve it. And we get Shenrong. Well, that's actually funny. The science weapon that flips target direction, but we don't need it. Don't need Shenrong either. Doesn't matter. So we got the 30k run. Now I just need to worry about the upgrades. Mechs use bonuses from Vex Psion. That's actually quite fun in the last mission. Mechs no longer take damage when blocking emerging Vec. Fires missile barrage, hits every enemy in the map. And Vec hormones, enemies do +1 damage against other enemies, so a bit too late for that. I think our weapons are pretty good. That would be the smart choice, but anchors, I'd like to switch it up and buy the psionic receiver just for fun. Then yeah, the self-destruct tactic will be quite strong, but we already got wind torrent and ice generator, so probably the best weapons in the game. And yeah, perfect. 12. So I'm going to sell the boosters, even though, yeah, probably the best choice would be to keep them and keep the psionic receiver instead. So we have 12, 5 cores, plenty finally. So movement already upgraded here, and I think, yeah, +2 damage, but it's 3 cores, so I think the ice generator needs more. So I'm going to do this actually. Yeah, probably. We don't really need the extra move. We don't really need the psionic receiver either. Can we? Actually, it's maxed, so yeah, we cannot. Unfortunately, the mech reactor here was on the wrong mech, so yeah, we cannot increase the size. So, well, yeah, I think range and damage is more powerful since we can only use once, and then the last core for movement. Yeah. Let's go. The final island. Got a 30k run. We just need to survive here. And got the crab and the firefight. Not bad at all. Yeah, not knowing where the buildings are, we cannot really bait the back. Yeah. It was in front of us. So yeah, unfortunately these two are flying, otherwise it would be already dead. What if we actually freeze them? So we could this one is dead, but if we freeze a flying back and we push it into water, it will die. I'm not sure if the lava will melt first. According to the game rules, they should die. Although, yeah, I also want to get rid of this, the leader. Yeah, like this maybe. Well, let's try. So, can I kill? Otherwise, we could just push this one here to block, and yeah, kill direct. That's also the easier option. But yeah, I cannot even target it from here because of the buildings. I'm stuck. So maybe I could smoke it. I like to freeze these and then get a bump some way. I don't think I can get it. So if I freeze it on top of the lava, I know that will be defrosted and not burning because how the game works, but I think they will die. So I will risk it a bit because I'm going to be frozen. But I don't want to freeze this one, I want to kill it. If possible. No, I don't think I can. Yeah, so I can deal 4 damage then one from the bumper won't be enough. So and then it will defrost this one. I think I'm just going to... Yeah, I could do it like this actually. And then kill it. Yeah, I want to test this thing and maybe add smoke or block. You can just block. But yeah, I don't want to push the firefly here because it will break this one free from ice. So I think I'm just going to, push it away. Yeah, I don't see a way to deal damage unless I push it down here. I don't want to push it down here. So yeah, to test this I cannot use wind torrent. So I'm just going to smoke it. It's a waste of a turn. At least I can block. Now that it's been smoked, and let's see if it works. Yeah, it works. So we would get free from the ice without getting burned, but for the Vec are not so lucky and they die. Now, can I free him without... Actually, I'm stuck. That's not good. So I can always use Wind Torrent and drown this one, cancel this attack. Or that way I can drown this one. Yeah, and kill it directly with the volcanic projectiles. I'm going to do that, and I'm going to freeze my own in the process. Yeah, this one is free, this one is dead, this one is not doing anything. Can I kill it anyway? Can just target it or push him. Yeah, I can kill it. So he will die. So we are good. Yeah, I could actually block one more. I don't need to block. Because yeah, we 2 turns. And now back. So let them emerge. And now we should get the bonus. The psionic tentacle. Psion tentacle is it called. So yeah, Psion tentacle should affect, yeah. Since we have this passive, it means that not only us but also the Vec will take 1 damage. Although we cannot keep this alive, this keeps on for much because we have just 2 health, but it means that this one will die immediately first. So yeah, we can just push this. Actually, yeah, so if we freeze anything on lava, it does not work. So I don't think this one will die. I'm pretty sure that, yeah, I already tested with Psion. So a flying back, if it's frozen and then gets lava, it will die. But if you try to freeze it now, it won't. The ice will not activate. So it's a bit of inconsistent, but all in favor of the player. Can I kill both of them? Can push this. Then And actually I cannot block because it will get 2 damage. So I could, of course I could kill this one. I don't want it to kill. Let's see its power in action. Psion attack, you get 1 damage. But they also get 1 damage, even the Psion. Yeah. So even though usually the Psions are not affected by their own ability, when we have it, when we have the power, they are affected. So it will die next turn. So it's more useful than I thought, this upgrade, because it will get rid of this. So we just need to heal and we survive. But I'm not in a good place. So I can ignore this one. We have 1, 2. Of course we can take damage, and also we have great defense. What? Can I use Wind Torrent? Yes. No. So I could use Wind Torrent to make this one die here, or that way to make everything move away. I'm going to do that, I think. Also we lose the... It will die. Well, first I need to move this one. So I need to save him. Where can I put it? So what I want to do is to push everything down. This one will not be affected, and if I push down, I will die. So actually, let me check the order. Yeah, we'll all move down. If you get something here, you'll get bump. Yeah. Everything is going to get bump and stay in place. 2 bumps actually. 1 from above, 1 from below. But if I stay here, we should all move down. Also I have the reset, so not an issue. Yeah, I just need to move away actually, because I'm not in a good spot. This is a frozen mountain. I don't really need to worry about bump. Just 1 bump. Yeah. This one is dead, this one is dead. We have enough health, and I'm in a safe spot. So I moved here so that I can kill this one. Yeah. And I got on fire. Oh well. So I cannot, yeah, don't need to kill everything. So there's no Psion, don't need to worry about health. Yeah, I'm on fire, and actually I don't think, yeah, flying back are not affected by waters. The fire will not go away on top of the water, but yeah, they are not attacking anything, so can just repair, and we didn't use the Psion time for anything. It's good to know that you can, with this upgrade, it will survive just the turns. So if you have Vec with more health, you can just ignore the Psion, basically. The rifle bomb has 4 health. Yeah, now we see the same bomb. We saw the prototype, now it's ready. And it will squish this bug. So I would prefer, of course, if you've got a leader here, it's much easier. There's a limited number of leaders emerging, I think just 1 per battle, maybe 2 in the final mission, not sure. Probably just 1. Anyway, another good place to freeze everything actually. We can freeze 3 Vec at once. But it makes more sense to do it here, so then we get defrosted immediately. But yeah, the side effect of having this one is that frozen Vec will be free when Psion Tyrant emerges. Though Yeah, we can try to block and hope that the Psion Tyrant does not appear. But actually we are not really in trouble here because they're all attacking each other. So they're in a line would be perfect for my beetle, but yeah, but I cannot move. Don't have a good place to attack from. So this one actually could kill them both. Like this. Or like this. I could freeze, but I think a killing is more useful. At least because of the big the leader here. So it's a 6. We took care of these two, but I just realized that I cannot deal my 3 damage because I need to push it away, so let me go here, the only place I can go. And now it can almost kill that one. Yeah, I don't need to worry so much. We have plenty of grid power, there are no civilians in this grid. I just like to get no damage at all. And now the Psion is here. Let's see what happens. So this one will die. Perfect. The Psion is perfect for the blob. So in this run we didn't see spiders, but we saw blobs everywhere. And with the Psion Tyrant, this one will die. This one will die. And of course the Psion, the other tentacle. Yeah, Psion Tentacle is the ability of the Tyrant, but here there will be tentacles. The unit here will die and the tile will turn into lava. So that's the falling rocks and lava. On the 2nd and 4th, I think every even turn number or odd turn number if you count. But this victory in 3 turns will actually is not fixed, because if you kill the bomb you get some extra turns. Depends on, not sure, but it will it will add just up to 4 turns. It will depend also on difficulty, I believe. So I can push everything down. No, I cannot, because the bomb, it would be perfect if not for the bomb. So can I do something here? Yeah, can do it like this, but not enough to kill. What attacks first? Yeah, this one attacks first, so it will push. Yeah, perfect. I cannot block. Fortunately, I cannot block because, the Tyrant. I can push this and get the damage and the bump, but what can I do with this one? Yeah, I cannot reach the blobber, so I think I want to deal 3 damage. And who I want to kill first? I think I want to kill the explosive explosion. Is more scary than sharpened pincers just running. So I want to get rid of this one. It will deal 3 damage. +1 from the Psion is not enough unless I get a bomb. So I could get a bomb and kill. I cannot reach, unfortunately, the blobber, but I don't need to worry about blobber with the Psion for now. So this one will act first and push into smoke, but I can also make it kill. Actually, no, I cannot, because the Psion Tentacle will kill the beetle and then this one will die. So that's not what I want. What I want is... not sure. Well, I could... I don't think I can do much, because I cannot reach this one. But it will die anyways. That's good. Yeah, I wanted to get some extra damage to kill the crab, but I can do it this way. And using the Psion tentacles to my advantage. Need to be careful now because I have just 1 HP, so maybe should have damaged the Psion for next time. Perfect. And now this one is dead. And we got another crab. It's unfortunate. But the Psion will kill itself. I'm not sure about the turn order. I just think, yeah, it does our squad first. So it will die if I don't kill the Psion or heal. I will die, so I need to do that. The environment acts after the Psion tentacle. That's very unfortunate because it would be perfect to push it here. So I'd like to push. Actually, let me use the. I need to use the wind torrent. It's best to use it in this direction. So yeah, I needed to. I could have left the bomb explode, but I just want to end this. And now I don't need to kill this. I'll need to absorb this damage. Yeah. Cannot do that. I'm ready to freeze it. So let's just take care of this one. To avoid... yeah, it will die anyway. And to avoid dying, I'll get rid of that one. So this one is dead. Just need to kill. Yeah. Can I actually? Well, can always bump it. Yeah, I really don't. I don't need the XP. But I think. Yeah, if I lose the reactor, I will. Not sure what the game will remove, but I will lose. If I lose the XP, I lose the reactor. I could disable one of the weapons. I'm not sure. Actually, should we test that? Yeah, let's try. Yeah, the Techno Beetle is disabled, but yeah, I cannot see, of course, I cannot see its weapons. But what I wanted to do is, yeah, I guess it will activate after. It will lose XP after the battle, so I needed the heal any mech passive, so then I could have healed it and see if I lost a core, but I don't think. Yeah, it activates at the end of the battle, so we are good. I was afraid that if you lose the reactor bonus, it will remove one weapon, but yeah, I don't have the heal mech thing to check it, so I'm going to reset and do something better. So the Techno Hornet needs to take care of these, and the Beetle will kill the Tyrant. Not now, after I moved. So actually this, now I can kill. Yeah, it's not, I cannot kill, but it's not eating anything, and I can put this to save ourselves. Yeah, perfect. And now we can just, yeah, we can actually kill everything. We do it like this. Yeah, we'll get damaged. So we could kill everything, but I'll need to save the bomb, and I'm stuck. So guess I will not kill everything. Yeah, just push it away, I guess. So now it's gone. So like this last turn, we are barely alive, 1 HP each. Yeah, this passive is not extremely useful, but it can help, especially with blobs and spiders in this case. But in the other island it's quite good because you get armored or even healing with the other psions, so that would be very good with the Hearth psion. I remember it's called, but the one that heals you. But we are done. And yeah, thanks to the valiant effort of Taketli, Katsakran, and Slakt, 30k run with the almost 4 hours. Yeah, you have no pilots alive to send back in time. That's rude to Xaxatl. I guess it's alive. Well, Zenith would say that it's alive, but we did it. 100% playthrough of Into the Breach. And yeah, you already saw from this achievement, even when grayed out, that there would be Mantis, but we'll use him some other time. Kazakpleth and Ariadne are in a side mission in FTL. Mafan is not, just a Zoltan, and also the most powerful weapon, the most powerful pilot in the game. So we lost our Mafan, even if we change squad, the one we trained. And yeah, technically it's not 100%, so I will be back for more special runs. And then we get Harold with pushing when repairing, so I'm going to use him in one of the pacifist runs I will do. We can change colors, get the cool secret colors to everyone. And yeah, we got 167. Unfortunately, we couldn't kill the first leader, otherwise it would be a perfect run. And yeah, Hazardous mechs, the failed objectives are the pods. Still missed one, and now it's perfect with the steel judoka and one with the rusting hulks. In the end, the deadliest enemies was the Firefly, killed 2 mech, and the Hornet dealt more damage because we cannot, it's hard to defend when there's so much mobility. Instead we killed a lot of Alpha Hornet, 110, 12 games, and 3, 4, 5. If you're watching this in the future, feel free to leave me a suggestion of a custom squad or a special challenge to do with any squad. Need to find maybe a weird twist. Be happy to do it, but not right now. Up next is XCOM Chimera Squad. I'm going to attempt a fully peaceful playthrough on the hardest difficulty, pacifist run, not killing anybody, and that will be tough. Hope to see you then. Now, thank you very much for watching this 100% playthrough Into the Breach. Take care.